Okay, so I did my brows off camera, so I'll be starting in with my sleek mattifying primer, and I'll just be putting that all over my face. And I must say, this is quite an amazing primer, guys. I love it. Next, I'll be going in with my LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Warm Honey, and I'll be using that as a base primer for my eyes. Next, I'll just be going in with a loose powder, and this is by NK Perfection makeup products. So next up, I'll be using my MAC Retro Matte Lipstick in the purple shade, and I will be using that as an eyeshadow color, of course. So I'll just be putting a little bit on my outer crease, just a little bit, because it has a lot of color intensity. Then I'll just be using my MAC brush, eyeshadow brush, and I'll just be blending that out evenly across my eyes. I'm sorry about that, like the light keeps on like going very light on my face, so I have to always like try and focus it on to me, so it doesn't lose focus and doesn't really irritate your eyes as much as it irritated mine. So I will be using the She Eye Glitter Primer. Guys, this primer really does hold on the glitter very well, except the glitter does have a lot of fallout. And I'll be using the She Eye Glitter. This is in the pink color. They've got several other colors. I chose pink because preferably I love the color pink. You can see the fallout is absolutely crazy, but this glitter primer does hold on a lot of glitter. Okay, and you go in with any liner that you have. This is an Essence eyeliner. I practically use this because I love how thin the liner brush is, and it's very easy for me to apply. So next I went in with my Ardelle lashes, and I used the Ardelle lash glue as well. And these lashes are the natural lashes, and then I'll just be putting that on my lashes. Like, I hate putting on lashes on camera, guys. It takes so long. It probably took me about like 10 minutes just trying to get my lashes on properly, because one would be on properly and the other wouldn't. So next then I'll be going in with my L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. This is actually a new product of theirs. I got the wrong shade initially, but I'll be using this under my foundation to give my foundation more of a glow. So I'll be spreading it evenly. Then I'll be going in with my black opal foundation stick in the shade Corab, and I'll just be spreading that evenly across my face. I tried going in with a beauty blender, but I felt like the beauty blender was sucking in a lot of product and wasn't sharing the product across my face evenly. So I ended up switching and using my MAC stippling foundation brush because I needed everything to be spread across my face evenly, and with the beauty blender it was definitely going to take me a very long time. So I went in with another layer because I felt like it wasn't giving me the full coverage that I needed for this particular look. So I went in again with the second layer of the same foundation stick. And then I'm just spreading it evenly across my face as well. Refilling in my brows because I felt like the foundation kind of took everything away. So back again with it, with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey. And I'll just be spreading that evenly across my face, so the places I'll need to be highlighted. And I'll just be using a beauty blender. to blend the product evenly across my face. As you can see, I don't normally add concealer under my cheekbones. I just use the same excess product that's on the beauty blender under my cheeks as a reverse contour. So that's all blended out. Next I'll be going in with my NK Perfecting finishing powder. This is in the shade Banana, and I'll be using this as setting a powder, of course, over the concealer that I just used. Okay, girl, put on way too much. Okay, reverse contour on that side as well, so under my cheekbones, just to give me a little bit of a definition on my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and use the excess powder for my forehead. And something new, guys, baking my brows. Totally different, totally new, baking my brows, I know. But I see that it's actually in. A lot of people have been doing this trend on Instagram, so I decided to try it out, and I won't lie, it really does work. So next I'll be going with my LA Girl Pro Matte Finishing Powder in the shade Coco, and I'll be using this shade as a contour powder. I'm not going into with the powder way too much. I'm just using a little bit of it and then just spreading it evenly across my face, because I feel like with this powder a little does go a very long way. And this powder is really pigmented, especially this dark shade. It is absolutely pigmented, really pigmented, so a little really does go a long way. It keeps defocusing like all the time. Pose for the camera now. So I'll be going in with my MAC Skin Finishing Powder in the shade Warm Deep, or Deep Warm, between those two names. And I'll just be going over that banana powder because I did bake, so I'm just using that powder to then just rub off all that excess powder. We're going for a contour look, but not too much of a strong contour look, if you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so next I'll be going in with a Chanel lip gloss, and this is in the shade 772. I've tried on so many different lip glosses for this particular look, and I felt like this one came out best because of the eye that has so much drama, so the lip had to be less dramatic. Okay, so we're using a different highlighter for this one. I'm using the MAC Gold Deposit Skin Mineralized Bronzer or Highlighter. and we're just highlighting the highest points of my cheekbones. I'm not really psyched about the way this highlight came out, but however, it's still highlight. It's still a highlighter. So highlighting my nose. Oh, and by the way, I actually got these brushes from a shopping site called RETTRO. Yeah, RETTRO. I'll link it down in the description box down below. I got these brushes for like $2, but obviously with shipping and insurance and everything, it came out to like $10. I ordered about 2 brushes, but it's worth it. They're really nice. They feel so good on the skin. They're super duper soft. So I'll leave the details in the description box down below. So if you want to get yourself new highlight brushes, RETTRO is definitely the place to go. Okay, so we're going to use a teensy little bit of the NYX. What is it? It's the NYX Shimmer Down Pigment shade in the shade Almond. You can literally see the dust, like how it just like flies all over the place. So I have to be careful because it does tend to like just fly all over the place. You can see it feels like pixie dust is just falling all over. So I'm just using a little bit of that, just a little extra.